What is up, Pittsburgh Steelers fans? It's your good friend IndyCar Tim here with your Pittsburgh Steelers / Black and Gold Daily Blitz. The postseason is over, my friends. The Steelers are preparing for the Atlanta Falcons September 8th. And have you seen enough? Has anybody seen enough? Has everybody seen enough of the quarterback battle? Because I'm telling you what, Mike Tomlin has seen enough. Russell Wilson played just 5 downs in the 24-17 preseason finale loss against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field on Saturday. And that was enough for Tomlin. He'd seen enough. He, of course, led the offense on that 5-play, 60-yard touchdown drive. That was capped off by Cordarrelle Patterson's 31-yard run. And, man, how great was that to see from a Steelers running back? I don't care if it's preseason or not. It's fun to watch. Justin Fields played, of course, the next 3 series, including a touchdown drive of his own behind that same offensive line that Russell Wilson had the benefit of in his first drive. But it wasn't so much that touchdown drive. I think it was the final 2 drives that Fields led, as after that touchdown drive behind the first team offensive line, Fields was only able to manage 19 yards total on the other 2 drives. Again, it wasn't behind the same offensive line, but the results are the results. And it wasn't so much the loss to me that stood out on Saturday, as much as it was the hidden message behind the distribution of snaps by Tomlin. He clearly liked what he saw with Russell Wilson, and he pulled him. Because in his mind, Russell Wilson is the starter for your September 8th season opener. There's no question in my mind that is what Mike Tomlin is getting at here. He's probably known it the entire offseason, the entire preseason. I mean, many of us have known it. That was the plan going in. He said at the beginning of the of training camp that Wilson had the, quote, pole position, end quote, for the starting job. And that's how he viewed it. And Justin Wilson, while he's played maybe better than a lot of people have thought, at the same time, there have been times when he just looked like the Chicago Bears' Justin Wilson, and he hasn't done anything to separate himself, or Justin Fields, said Justin Wilson, hasn't done anything to separate himself from Russell Wilson, and that's really what he needed to do. He needed to have a superb offseason / preseason / training camp in order to make any headway on taking the starting job. And that just wasn't what he did. I don't know that anybody expected him to do that. Now, I know there are a lot of so-called analysts out there who expect Russell Wilson to fail in the preseason or in the regular season after he wins the starting job. There are a lot of people saying that, and I don't know where that's coming from. Now, yes, I did see Russell Wilson play his 2 years in Denver. Didn't look that great. But that was a terrible situation that he was in, especially his first season there under Nathaniel Hackett, that was in way over his head as a head coach. And Wilson sort of took the brunt of all of that. He and Sean Payton did not get along for whatever reason in Wilson's second year in Denver. So, physically, he's probably still got the tools. And I know mentally now he's got a reboot here in Pittsburgh, and I expect him to play well. Is he going to be Ben Roethlisberger out there? Probably not. Is he going to be better than Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett? 100% absolutely he will. And he has the benefit of Arthur Smith as his offensive coordinator instead of Matt Canada. So that's a big plus for him. But we'll see. So Wilson's a clear-cut number 1 on opening day. Tomlin's not going to make that announcement because he doesn't want the week 1 opponent, Atlanta Falcons, to necessarily know that officially. And that's a smart move. Let them wonder, who he's going to announce, and let them maybe think they have to prepare for both. And I don't know that that's a big difference in preparation for a defense. I really don't know that. I'm not a defensive coordinator. My guess is it would be similar. The preparation would be similar between Wilson and Fields from a defensive standpoint as you're going into a game. Tomlin did say that he will officially name the starting quarterback for the September 8th opener in Atlanta, quote, at the end of the work week this upcoming week, end quote. But of course, that hidden message and the amount of playing time both guys got on Saturday for me is hard to ignore anyway. So definitely look for Russell Wilson as your starting quarterback on September 8th against the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. And this is a much improved Atlanta Falcons team. Make no mistake. I'm not sure they have surpassed the Buccaneers for the, on who's going to win the NFC South there. The Bucs have won it 3 straight years. And yes, I know you've got Kirk Cousins. You've got a new head coach, Raheem Morris. Not necessarily a believer in Raheem Morris as a head coach right now. We know what he did, although it was a long time ago in Tampa Bay. Did not coach things very well, but he was in a little bit over his head. He was much younger, did not have the experience. But we'll see. Atlanta made some big changes, especially getting Hassan Reddick now via trade here in the last week or so, and they could cause the Steelers offense some fits for sure. So it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's the return to Atlanta of Arthur Smith, so probably have some emotions going on there for him. But he'll put him aside and he'll do his best job on the offense as Pittsburgh needs him to do. So I would love to hear what you guys think about the upcoming season, the Steelers, the quarterback battle. What did you see here in the preseason and in training camp? Do you expect Wilson to finish the season? Let's not put an injury thing in here. Let's just say if he stays healthy, does he finish the season as the starter, or does Fields take over at some point for whatever reason? Let me know on the X. I am at IndyCar Tim. You can also comment here in the video section beneath my video here on FanStream Sports, fanstreamsports.com, the FanStream Sports mobile app, and the FanStream Sports YouTube channel. We would love to hear from you over there. We'll talk about it again as we get closer to the opening day of the regular season. Till then, boys and girls, I'm IndyCar Tim for FanStream Sports, and we'll see you.